Hello, Bonnie Eagle Middle School community. This is Mr. Harris, principal of the middle school.
Mr. Oyster, assistant principal. Sorry, I missed you last time with Mr. Curtis.
It was a good vlog.
Yeah.
And, I'm glad to hear that behaviors and students were going to the football game accompanied by adults. I'm excited for this week's football game. The rules still apply as far as going. You got to be there if you're a middle school student with an adult. But I'm excited to be there with my own daughter this week to cheer on the Bonnie Eagle Scots as they take on the Red Storm of Scarborough.
That will be a classic, I bet.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Maine
thriller.
football in the fall.
Almost winter this week,
Almost
Bob.
winter.
Tell you what.
Make sure you bundle up. It's not shorts and T-shirt weather anymore. We're seeing a lot of kids getting off the bus in T-shirts, shorts, burr.
And Mr. Oyster, that's a good point.
Thank you.
I know it's not on our agenda of things to talk about today, but we just want to make sure everybody knows that the school isn't unlocked until 7:10 in the morning. So if you're dropping your children off early, make sure they're bundled up. We want to make sure that our kids are safe out there. Mr. Oyster, I want to talk a little bit about the Resilience Coalition. They're meeting next Wednesday, the 20th, at the high school for 6 o'clock in the evening. That Resilience Coalition is bringing us the social media detox. So I know, Mr. Oyster, you like to be on your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, your Vomo, your this and that.
Sorry?
But, right, that's the problem. So we're going to do a detox where we take those apps off our phones for a week and just see how that goes. Clear them off. We can start fresh in a week. But back when I was a kid, we had a no TV week. And we're going to fast forward to 2019 it is, almost 2020, and say, let's be rid of the social media for a week.
Flashback. End of flashback.
And get our kids back. And that's the week after Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is a great time to start talking to your kids about that, have those conversations around the dinner table, and stay off the technology and Instagram,
Yeah,
Facebook.
and not technology completely. Like, if you want to text your friend, call your friend, FaceTime your friend. That's great. But we're looking for social media. And this is in conjunction with the high school, too. So this might be a good sibling things to do together. And
Yeah, as a whole family. I plan on not posting anything on Facebook or Instagram here for the school for the week.
Well, what about all your followers?
I know I have a ton of followers. I know everybody loves to watch these vlogs and see all the cool things we're doing here at
wait.
Oyster.
Yeah,
I know they're waiting with bated breath on
Yeah.
these. So Social Media Detox, Resilience Coalition, they're doing some great things. That's all parent-led and organized. And school administrators just go and kind of lend support in ways that we're able to. So we're excited for that.
Yeah, and so in some other news, trimester 1 is almost over. We're about a third of the way through the school year. When kids leave on Tuesday to go away for that little miniature Thanksgiving break, that's the last day of the first trimester. Have kids check their schedules over that break. When they come back on December 2nd, the 2nd of December, it will be a new schedule for Allied Arts only. Most everything else will be the same, but they're going to want to know where they're going. Also, report cards will come home soon after that, and you'll get to see progress. Hopefully, you're well aware of that, and there's no surprises.
Well, not only can report cards come home for our 7th and 8th graders, but 6th graders this year,
Right.
Everything's going to be online. So parents, get the Parent View app. You can see grades in real time as teachers are posting those grades. You can see them. So there's really no need for report cards. We're trying to save some paper. It actually takes our staff like 3 days to print all of the student report cards, get them stapled, get them put in teachers' mailboxes, get the teachers to hand them out. So we're just trying to save paper and not send report cards home. So we're going to phase report cards out. 6th graders will not be getting report cards this year unless you don't have the ability to get onto Parent View. Then let your homeroom teacher know. We can print off.
We can print one if you request it, yeah. Yep. One thing, though, Mr. Harris, about depending on all that technology to check things is occasionally it doesn't work like you want it. So we had a little bit of a snafu between Synergy, which is where we keep track of everything, and then Google, and they weren't cooperating, and so
It crashed our system.
yeah, it
They should have
crashed
been
all
wearing
the
a-
systems.
They
I
should have
think.
been wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah, so district-wide, we couldn't get into Synergy. We know a lot of you contact teachers through that, so they were not ignoring your messages. They just literally weren't able to get in and see them. So
And
there
Mr.
was
Oyster, one concern I have is that if you did email your teachers through the Synergy app earlier than the second week of conferences, they may not have ever gotten your message. So please don't feel like your teachers are ignoring you, just reach back out, because we don't know what we don't know.
You don't know what you don't know. That's
a
prophetic.
fact. Yeah.
I like that. So one thing I do know is that it's that time of year. We're into the Thanksgiving season. We're into the Christmas season. I don't even like to, But we're trying to do what we can to help out some folks in the community. Here at our school at Bonnie Eagle Middle School, we are providing 16 full course Thanksgiving dinners to families in the area. If you are able to donate some items, we have some turkey feathers on the main office doorway.
We do.
Pluck a feather, buy what it says, bring the feather back in that item, and that'll go a long way to making somebody's Thanksgiving special.
We call that pluck a feather, feed a friend.
Pluck a feather, feed a friend.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we call that here.
Well, once Thanksgiving's over, then it's only a few more weeks till Christmas. Another thing that we set up is the giving tree. So it's an enormous tree with ornaments for people to pull from. Same thing. It's providing a meaningful experience for families that may not have been able to have that.
And I'm really proud of our 6th grade students. They normally do like a penny drive to help support the giving tree. Student councils chipping in to help out. The staff at Bonnie Eagle Middle School, I can't speak enough about how awesome the staff are here. The staff come down and help. We're going to get to 13 families this year and provide them as much of a
The
Christmas
Community
as we
Service
can.
Club has got a field trip where they're going to go do some shopping for that. It's pretty special to see those people when they come pick up
Which
their
speaks
stuff.
volumes for our community, for our students who are out there doing stuff, and our staff who are trying to really make the holidays meaningful for so many families in our community. So thank you, Bonnie Eagle.
Other things that the community can do to help out is we are always looking for volunteers, but more specifically lately, we need some people to just sit with kids and listen to those kids read you a story. We're really working hard to make sure that kids are reading up to grade level, and there's little things like that can happen throughout the day. We've got time for it. We don't always have the people that we need. So if you're interested in that, reach out to us. There's some forms and some hoops to jump through to be a volunteer, but we want to get as many as we can in here. You sit with a kid, you listen to him read you a story, you give him a high five, and it's a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of us have kids ourselves, and we read to our kids, or our kids read to us at night. And some kids don't get that opportunity, and even kids who do, they still struggle with reading, or they're good readers, and we can always be better. You know, sometimes I talk about my 4-H and my farming life. Before I was a school administrator, the 4-H model was making our best better, and even our good readers can be better, but we want to make our best better. So help us reach out to our students and read.
Yeah.
Speaking of making our best better, people probably get sick of me beating this drum, but I have a 6th grader now, and being in the middle school, I see firsthand all the things that middle schoolers are doing, and just shake my head sometimes, like, was I like that when I was a kid, or was life like this? And we hear from parents like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. So I want to provide an opportunity for parents to sit down and have a conversation with me or some experts in their field on how to raise a kid in today's world, or what are some of the concerns. We talk about the social media detox. The Resilience Coalition was formed when there was some concerns around vaping. I'm really proud to report that our vaping has been cut in minuscule amounts from last year.
It's gone to almost nothing.
Almost nothing. We've only had one case of vaping at the middle school this year, and that wasn't even vaping. They just had it with them. We caught it, disciplined the student appropriately, got them some help. We're pretty happy about those outcomes. I feel like we're still on it. It just hasn't been something this year, so thank you, Bonnie Eagle community. Thank you, Resilience Coalition, for bringing the community's attention to what's going on around there. So we're going to be sending out a survey to parents to find out what are the things you want to learn about, and we can learn about it together, because as a parent of a middle schooler myself, sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the changing demographics of our society. So be looking for those in our Friday emails. Thank you, and have a great day, Bonnie Eagle. High five. Monday the 25th is the Monday after Thanksgiving.
That is not true either. No.
What is going on here?
The 25th
December.
is the Monday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, and Friday the 29th. I wonder if we have the wrong dates here, Mr. Oyster. Because I was told it was the Monday after Thanksgiving, but this says November 25th. This could be a problem.
Yeah.
We're going to get back to this, and maybe have to do this vlog all over again.
Luckily, we don't have to edit these videos.